had a request to show the features of the JIASEW. So here's the JIASEW, and let me take you down here. See if I can show you right here. I'll press this switch over here, and that's how you turn it on. And this is the foot pedal, makes it run. This is the knee lift that lifts the presser foot. I took you down. Let me bring you up. So the question was, how do I thread it? And I had actually done a video earlier. Oh my goodness. Showing how to thread it. And this is jean thread. I'll try to throw it threaded. So I don't know why these holes are so tiny, but they've got tiny little holes in this little bar right there. So that's the only thing about threading anything on this machine. There was a nut up under there loose. It's going through this tiny, tiny hole. Well, that wasn't too bad. And it came right out there. I don't know what that is. I guess because I tightened that up, I caught a tab. Okay, if my hands aren't in the way. So this is the bobbin, and if you can see, it has, I don't know how to show you. There, you might be able to see that little hole right there. So you want to go inside between the two rows. So you're on the inside of the bobbin, trying to go through that hole so that your thread comes to the outside. I will try this again. There, I got it. So there's the thread on the outside. If you can see, it went through that way. And then I'm gonna, that is not the right way to do it. That is not the right way to do it. And I have done it like that so many times. And then you come back again. I will learn. So up on top here is the bobbin winder. So you go through there, through that hole, and you go around this little tension right there, and you go back through here, and then the challenge again of putting it through the middle of this and out that opening. And it doesn't want to go. I have some dental floss. Sometimes that's a good thing to use. Put the dental floss in there, make a loop, and then pull your thread through. It shouldn't be that difficult to stick a piece of thread. Let's see if we can go down better than we can go up. It is through. Okie dokie. So that's the way it goes. goes on that little post. Close that little post up. And if you hang on to this thread, pull this back through. And I'm going to unthread the machine since we're not stitching. And then I'll come down here and press on the presser foot. See me push it all the way down, I'm like, ah. Okay. That is closer to full speed. So when it gets full, it will pop open, but we'll take it off. Okay. And I am going to thread. I think I'm going to attempt to sew with this machine with this thread. So I can set you right there where you can see what I am doing. Right here. Oh no, my bobbin was, as it was going up and down, the bobbin was actually going around, so yeah, I have all this bobbin thread off of my bobbin. I didn't think about that while I was doing. Usually have the bobbin out of there. Take the bobbin out and unthread your needle. So you can learn from my mistake, my forgetfulness. So I'll just wrap this up quickly. So this is our bobbin, and you want to have the thread coming off this in this direction. Someone said it makes a P. I guess if you could see a P, I don't know, but I just know it goes in that direction. So when you hold your bobbin case, you stick this in, take your thread, there's an opening, you want to bring it up from that spot up to that. Can you see that? Bring this light over here a little bit better, maybe that will help. Okay, so you want to take this thread up into that little slide right here, and it comes over, and that it's very tiny. Very tiny. It comes out that slot right there, and this is what you want to hang on to while you're putting this is the bobbin case, this is the bobbin, and you're putting this into the shuttle, which is down underneath. So I'm reaching underneath my table. You can see my hand right there, I think. You can see. And I don't have any thread in the needle right now, but you would, if your needle was threaded, you would put it down and come back up and pull that thread up. So I'm going to set this up. I have some knit fabric that I'd like to stitch. So I'm going to take this needle out, and I think this size 14 fits this machine. So I'm going to check it. So the needle is eye is in the front. We're going to see if these are the same length. And they are. I had them marked that they belong to this machine, so that was a good thing. Now we'll put them back. These are called, well, I don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, I think this is a 14 needle. So what you want to look at is there's a shaft. I don't know if there's any way I can show you, but it looks like that. It's just a dip at the lower, I don't know, maybe half a centimeter. And then on this side, I twisted it around. This side has just a groove that fits the whole length of the needle. You want that groove in the front. So we'll see if we can get it in there. I see the eye of the needle. And tighten this up. Okay. And you asked me, well, I was asked about threading it. And actually, I like to just tie this off and thread it, but as much as I hate to just pull it out of there, we're going to just pull it out of there. Okay, I manually put the presser foot up instead of using my knee, but okay, it's up. And then threading. So you can see everything I'm doing here. So I'm taking it through an opening. I think I had it in there. There's like two eyes on that little post. So we're going to take it in that one, wrap it around, and take it back in the next one. And I'm missing it. You see that? So I ask you, this is a video, and I'm asking you, do you see that? Okay. So we're going to take it inside of this clip, down. This is the tension knob, and it's going to come up around the spring into this little lever. And I believe from that little lever went here. And through this hole right here. And that hole that I just put that through, I think you can see it there, is what goes up and down with the needle. And I'll wrap it around that spot, wrap it around that spot, and come down, put my needle foot, put my foot down, and thread this needle. If this needle is in the right place, it will stitch. If it has no flat side like a domestic machine does, so yeah, it's pretty tricky on how to get it positioned just right because it's totally round. There's nothing to hold on to it. You have to just put it where it goes. Okay. So something's not right. Something's not right. My thread was caught up over there at the spool. It was hard to pull. So I'm going to turn the wheel by hand and pull this up, and things are sitting right because there is my bobbin thread. I don't see it, but I saw it come up. So there it is. That's how you thread it. And when you sew, you want to take this thread through that foot and take it in the back and onto it.